that in general. Let me know if you can hear game audio in there, because in that stream, because I can't seem to get it to read on the audio input, so I can't tell if it's actually going through or not. Um, but it's on the right input and everything, so I'm trying for that. But we see Eastern Michigan start here on offense. Nebraska a little bit pushed up. They're watching the cross here. Zeeb's going to get some shots in on Anxious, who's going to get away. And we're in a 3v4 currently with Eastern Michigan all sitting in this DVD-ish area. Nebraska kind of taking picks as they can. They're going to see the two cross. The information is going to get out. And it looks like Eastern Michigan, ooh, Anxious almost gets caught by Zeebs again. And no reach out coming in, but Anxious will get cleaned up. And we're going to see Gates be the last one here. And he's going to try to get something out, but it's a 1v3, and it's just one of those situations that you can't really get out of as they kind of all surround you. And round one goes to Nebraska. Nebraska now on the offense, and just to see what they do here. But Eastern Michigan not really electing to. I was gonna say off the beginning they weren't really electing to go this B side, but Gates is already up on top orange. He's gonna get called out, and there's gonna be a trade happening. And now it's a 3v3 with a smoke down, and Nebraska's gonna be able to plant this. And Eastern Michigan not really in the area, but there is Benito who is on the flank. He will get not traded. He will get killed. And now it is just Anxious and Sim in a 3v2. There's a little bit of attention toward that flank still. Everybody kind of focusing it, but they're going to see Sim and Anxious is going to be right there too. Ooh, some shots coming in. Leaving Clydesy a little weak there for a moment, but too many Nebraska players on that B watch, and Nebraska takes round two as well. Nebraska, I'm wondering how they're going to adjust. If they're going to adjust at all, they might try to get the same sort of setup here. It's very opportunistic. It's a very smart setup. Cloudsy getting a huge kill off rip, and that may shake up what Eastern Michigan has planned. But two of their players still in that ruin and DVD area with Anxious in showers. Zeeb's still watching this angle. Anxious isn't going to be able to really move. Might be able to crawl out of this, but he does get picked up, and he sees Zeeb, so he kind of backs away from it. He's going to have to either get out of there, or he's going to play for some attention to distract. Stun coming in. Looks like Gates is out dark. He's not going to... Ooh, Clousy isn't going to win that gunfight quite. And now Gates is going to have a bit of a better time. It's now 2v3 in favor of Eastern Michigan. Zeebs is going to take a couple hits, but he's still kicking. Bomb's going to have to go down pretty soon here. Benito does get caught off of that flank, leaving Zeebs and Sully. Sully's going to have to rotate here at some point. The bomb does go down, and both players go in A. Zeebs possibly could have done a... oh, and that's an unfortunate stop shooting moment with Anxious. Ooh, Anxious almost catches Sully as well. Gates is only going to need to check the bomb here and put some attention on Sully. Sully's going to go for the defuse, but this is going to be a check. It's going to be just too early. and Eastern Michigan's going to pick up a round. Nebraska's back on offense here. A little bit of a different setup than before. Sim, way back in Godhead, he's going to be able to give us some information, not give a lot of help. But see Gates here. He's in DVD and he's going to push up pretty aggressively. He's going to get a kill on Hinder. One drop bomb, but it is. I mean, it's a very aggressive play, and it does shake up what Nebraska's plans might have been. And Sully's going to get lucky with some pretty inaccurate shots onto him, going his way, I should say. And Benito's got to be one shot here. Not quite, but he's close. Eastern Michigan still in a 4v3 situation. This definitely favors them now in a 2v4. And they've kind of come alive here with a little bit of some off plays that have gone their way. Cloudsy, last one alive. He does have bomb, but he's going to get caught from Skid, and that's going to be a tied up game heading into round 5 of this Search and Destroy. Just making some off plays, and that's kind of what's gotten them a couple of rounds now to tie this one up. After Nebraska came in hot, especially off of that hard point for map 1, which was so heavily favored on Nebraska. Eastern Michigan going with about the same setup, but Zeebs is playing a little bit different here. Anxious is on that top tank. Zeebs is going to catch it. Ooh, he's not quite going to get the kill, but he doesn't nade that way. So Cruz coming in from somebody. It is Gates with the Cruz, and Zeebs might get picked off here. He will. All the information is on favor of. Ooh, and that's just an unfortunate timing. Nebraska now down to a 2v4 for the second time in a row. And that allows, or really a 1v4 now. And Eastern Michigan allowed to really move around the map however they want. Sully has to play slow, and he has to try to get ones here. And Eastern Michigan's not really going to have to allow that at all, unless they get nervous for some reason and move. But they can really just play this and stay wherever they want. Benito's going to get the information. He's not quite going to go down here. Stun and the nade's going to come in. Not going to hit him, but Sully's now called out, and they can kind of just play for him. He's going to lose the gunfight, and Eastern Michigan's going to take the lead in this first Search and Destroy. Gates has come in huge on this Search and Destroy. 9-2 now. Hasn't died since the first 2 rounds went Nebraska's way. He's really made some off plays that have just kept his team in it. As you can see, he has a grand majority of the kills. And now on a 7 streak. Nebraska, a little bit of an off timing here. Not sure what play they're going for off rip. There's a smoke coming in that's going to allow Gates to get into that. He's going to be up top orange off this. And he's not quite going to. He's going to get called out and Gates gets 2. Just in a very unfortunate lineup, Sully and Hinder are down, and now it's a 2v4 again. And Gates on a 10 streak now, doing everything for this Eastern Michigan team. And Zeeb's last one alive. They know where he is generally. Gates is going to play for this on top ruin. He's not going to know that Gates is down there, and he's going to pick up Zeebs as well. Gates on an 11 spree, or an 11 streak currently, which is insane in Search and Destroy. Now 13-2. Making all the plays. and sending Eastern Michigan up 4-2 in this search and destroy, really slowing down Nebraska's momentum. Nebraska now looking for some momentum to go their way, and Hinder getting the first blood, which is a good sign here. Now Nebraska has the life advantage. Anxious still sitting in this back time. He's gonna start pushing up this DVD. He's gonna call it out. He's gonna get the kill. Burrito's gonna grab bomb. He's probably got to get out of there. Yeah, he is one of two remaining for Eastern Michigan, and Zeebs on the showers. I don't know if he knows that Anxious is in showers, and the call out's gonna come in here, and Zeebs is gonna get the last kill. And Nebraska now within one. Anxious has been consistent. He's gone that showers quite a bit. He's been the one to go that way, and so Zeebs probably made the decision that he's going to watch that cross. And I mean, honestly, wait for that sort of a thing to happen, and it worked. Nebraska probably needing something different here on this offense to go their way to really get this thing going. Eastern Michigan making the same consistent plays here, not pushing up at all. Gates has no need to, and Benito, he's going to get a kill here, and bomb is down. And now Zeus has to play back. He has to play safe. Gates is gonna push up through this cafe, or he's just gonna maybe watch this cross. He's gonna push up off this, and he's gonna back up. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Gates has been doing everything for his team. 15-3 currently. The only man positive for his team, but it is coming in huge, and they are within map point. It is 5-3 currently. Eastern Michigan picking up some steam here. Going on a pretty big run in the middle of this map. And Nebraska now down 2. Need to play perfect from here on out. Eastern Michigan looking to just close it out. Gates 15-3. And once again, I mean, he's everything for his team right now. And they're sending a full 4 to B. I think this gets called out here. Hinders. Gonna get a couple shots onto Gates. If Gates falls, that's a ideal situation. Zeebs is gonna try to pinch from the side here. And Hinder is gonna get his one on Benito, and 2 kills come in for Eastern Michigan. Is now 2v2. And both players for Eastern Michigan are stuck in this square area. And Cloudsy and Zeebs are gonna try to pinch this. Eastern Michigan, they got one man watching each side. They're not gonna play off this as much as they're gonna just wait this out and wait for an opportunity, perhaps. They're going to push back out on this. He's going to get one, and it's going to get 1v1, and Gates is going to get the win here, going up top orange in a perfect timing scenario. Eastern Michigan's going to take map 2. After a massive performance from... I did it again. Switching scenes, I have hotkeys that I should probably turn off. But Gates, once again, I mean, by far and large, went above and beyond for Eastern Michigan here. And, I mean, that 11 streak really carried them through that. And with that, I'm going to send us to another short break while I rehydrate. And we wait for this next map.